Hi, I'm Adnan Arshad. I'm currently working as an accounting intern.
Hello creatives. In this video, I'll show you how I filmed a promotional video for a local company's internship program.
We are here on set ready to film a promo for the Dufresne Group.
So in this project, we interviewed multiple interns with the company and used their testimonials to encourage more program applications. To do this, I set up an interview area and an area to capture B-roll of the interns working with other employees. Let's break down my interview. This is a single camera interview, the composition of which is inspired by a trendy front-facing style prevalent in recent online documentaries. I also wanted to experiment with symmetry and a non-traditional amount of headroom, which turned out well for this interview. I told each intern beforehand to dress in solid neutral colors, which is usually a good call for video. Behind the scenes, I'm using a key light with a softbox to light my subject. I have a bounce which I'm using to fill the shadows. Behind the talent is a small hair light, and off to the left is a large 4x8 black panel blocking the light from a large window in the room. My boom microphone extends over the talent from outside of frame, plugging into an audio-video recorder combo. The camera faces the subject straight on. Here's another angle of the setup, which includes the window, and as we wrap around, you can also see what made me choose the interview location, this area in front of all these different 3D boards coming off the wall. I filmed 3 interviews in this location, which took about 2 hours plus an hour to set up. My only hiccup was a fly that chose to interfere with one of my takes and was promptly dealt with.
Yes.
Oh, did I get him?
Yes.
Ah, so gross. Let's move on to the scene in our group workspace. Filling in the sections between our interview segments, I wanted some footage of employees working together in one of the group workspaces at the office. Before the shoot, I arranged for a few existing employees to spend the afternoon working at the table. One by one, I had each intern visit the table for some natural working and interaction moments, with a little direction regarding where to look and how to act. At this point in the shoot, I had a few essential shots I wanted to film, but as you'll see, there was a lot of improvisation, as these were not paid actors. Let's take a look behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, it's hard to ignore the giant China ball light, which I used as a key for the scene. I used a China ball because I didn't know exactly from which direction I would be filming, and therefore I wanted everyone's face lit equally. Off to the side, you'll see a fill light which applies primarily to our main talent, who I had sit on the end of the table. There is also a light behind the scenes camera, which is another fill. Hidden on the end of the door frame is our 4th light, which I'm using as a hair light. I have the camera on a gimbal, which I'm using to create a variety of pan, tilt, and truck movements. Here's another view of the setup, and now you can see how I mounted the battery-operated light to the door with a super clamp. Here you can also see the other light, which was behind the scenes camera, and finally, the slogan on the wall, which I wanted to be behind the main talent. I filmed here for about 2 hours plus a half hour to set up. I would say one of the challenges of shooting in this second location was that it was shot in an open working office, so there were commonly people walking around, and generally it was a really busy place to shoot. Also, the equipment was less than small, so it did take up a lot of people's usual working space, so had to make people aware of that. But overall, I think people were very accommodating with what we set up on that day, and the results do speak for themselves. Overall, the video shoot went very well in both locations. We delivered a 1-minute treatment, 3 30-second treatments, and then a variety of shorter social media cuts. The ads specifically were scheduled to play online, mostly on Facebook and Instagram, but they also saw play on LinkedIn as well. You can find the final product in the link below. If you have any questions about the shoot I discussed today, please leave them in the comments. Remember to share this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
It was a great experience. I really feel good to be in a CPA where I want to be in the future.